Hello, chat. We are back. And I am here with Ryan Ford, who is bringing us a beautiful Donkey Kong Country 2 Warpless run. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, hello. Hey, how's it going, Foxbird?
Going pretty good.
All right. Yeah, so as introduced, I'm Ryan Ford, and yeah, so I'm gonna be running Donkey Kong Country 2 Warpless, and I am also joined with a commentator. If you want to introduce yourself.
Of course, what's up everyone? Rolling in for this Warpless run. Name's Mark. I run all three DKC games. I mostly run DKC2, so thank you for having me doing commentary, Ryan.
Hey, no problem, no problem. Yeah, so this category I actually haven't run in a while. I think I ran this for No Glitches Allowed like 2021. And I think I actually went over estimate that time. So we'll see how this one goes. Alright, so yeah, if do you want to count me down, Mark?
Sure, no problem. I'll do a countdown from 5 and start on go. How about that?
Alright.
Alright, cool. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey. Alright, thank you.
Alright, good luck. Have fun, Ryan. But of course, roll deep.
Hey, for sure. Thank you. Yeah,
So
yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so just to quickly explain what warpless entails. So basically, no developer intended warps, no wrong warps are allowed, and also we do not allow to enter bonus barrels. And so as you can see, it's already very different from any percent. So we're not allowed to enter the developer intended warps that are in worlds 1 and 2.
Yeah, for this, if I accidentally take a warp barrel, well, of course I won't be able to reset the run, so we'll just pretend it didn't happen, if it happens.
Well, just restart the stage. That's it. Just do it again without taking the warp if that happens.
Right. Yeah, I'll try to avoid cheating by mistake or something. Oh. Okay, well, that was a little slow, but that's okay.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It happens. Sometimes the ropes can just be kind of finicky sometimes.
Yep. Also, getting hit by the enemy, like, right at the end, very common to happen, so probably better that I messed up, not gonna lie.
Yep, nice moonwalk there to be able to manipulate the camera to make the enemy spawn in a better location to be able to roll through as many enemies as possible. The fastest form of movement in DKC2 is, of course, it's not just running, it's actually rolling. You want to try to roll through as many enemies as possible consecutively, up to a maximum of 4, which significantly increases your speed. And when you do normal, like a normal roll, where you just simply you just don't kill any enemies, well, what happens at the end of the roll is that there's you just completely stop your momentum, so you simply cancel out the end of the roll by jumping. You do that repeatedly throughout the run to make sure to go fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what was I about to say? The oh, for this level, at the very start when I was wiggling through that hole, if you touch the wall, you'll end up falling straight down right after, so you actually have to kind of like move left and right a bunch, like as you're dropping down. Otherwise, you'll waste a bit of time. In this category, it's way less of a consequence to mess it up, but there is an invisible warp barrel that we normally take in most other categories that are up there.
Yep, but now in top sales, so we got the first appearance of our animal buddy Ratley. Oh. So what Ryan is actually doing is doing a technique called the Ratley double jumps. By holding A and tapping B, you're able to do double jumps, which makes Ratley go much higher than normal and much faster than normal.
Yep. Yeah,
Here a small damage boost.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to like get up on that second section that I try to. I'm gonna also play this part safe because there's a risk you could soft lock the game when you hit this goal. If the camera, if you hit it while the camera is not fully scrolled up there, then depending on like, I forget, it's like your height, the height that you hit the goal target. Wait.
Yeah, I think it's something to do with your vertical positioning or something. But now we're on Crew 2, so the game's biggest instance of RNG. First 2 hits are always the same, but the 2 other hits are 50-50 to get either a real egg or a fake egg. And this boss can decide to give you as many fakes as it wants.
Hey.
Boss is awesome. Also fakeless. Very nice. You'll have to see it.
See, all those mistakes were RNG manipulation to get perfect luck, you know?
Always. Yeah, like the world record for fake eggs on that boss is about 20 something now, 20 or 21.
Oh,
something
it went up?
that.
Oh my gosh. It's been like 19 from when I first learned the game, but... Oh shoot, I know there was a bunch of people in the Discord talking about fakes like kind of recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's the reason.
There's unironically there's a couple of people, shoutouts to A10 Lovebird and I believe Kfin, who made a spreadsheet regarding the luck on Crow regarding how many fakes you get. It's basically 2 fakes and under is like about 50-50. You get to either get 2 fakes or more, or less than 2 fakes, something like that.
Yep.
But here, Hot Head Hop, pretty straightforward level. It's a great level to do IL practice on, in my opinion. Especially in Warpless.
Feels so smooth. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great stage. But now we're coming up is a trick that we call the Big Boy. Alright, nice. A big boy, but it's what we call a team throws double jump. And so whenever you kill a Kong partner while in team up and your Kong partner comes back to you, you have a small frame window to be able to do double jump. And Ryan was able to do that to actually reach the arrow barrel from under the platform instead of going from over the platform as normal. Unfortunately, failed another one, but
yeah, that one's pretty tight to get. So I think I overshot my movement a little. Saves like 2 seconds, but definitely loses a lot more than 2 if you fail it, so would have liked to get it.
Yep, another one right here.
Yeah, mid-air big boy. And gotta be careful
Just
here.
team throwing up the platform, up all the way until the end.
Yeah, I don't want to enter that bonus by accident, otherwise that will invalidate your run. And if you
unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, that was not bad, Ryan. Despite the small mistakes, that was still good.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, decent.
We're on Lava Lagoon, where the main gimmick of the stage is that we have our seal friend Clappers, which cools down the water down so we're able to swim. But if you're 2 Kong, especially in this section, the KC2 is a very laggy game, but in certain instances, like the section that Ryan is doing right now with 2 Kongs, the game can lag quite a lot.
Yep. Oh, that midpoint barrel, if you have both Kongs, is like the biggest slideshow. It's pretty
True. True.
Holy. So, you really don't want to grab that in, like, PB attempts, because, yeah, it'll kind of, like, obliterate your game for a second.
But other than that, that's quite a straightforward underwater level. Just try to cut the corners as closely as possible.
Yep.
But now we're probably on the most notorious run run killer in a Warpless Red Hot Ride. This level consists of very difficult rampy supercharge. So good luck, Ryan.
Thank you.
There will be a lot going on. So the initial charge, which is about 1 to 5 frame window, rampy double jump to make it across to reach the hot air balloon, and now black magic will happen. Taking the beetle, clashing the beetle onto the slope, and moving the signpost to be able to play as Rambi on the second half of the stage, which is normally not possible. And another set of difficult Rambi supercharge. Yeah, you were able to make it by dismounting Rambi on the slope. Oh, the marathon special. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, definitely loses time, but I always show it off in marathons. So.
Oh, it's always cool. So this is something that happens when you finish a level with the animal body, which is normally not possible. So for some reason, the Kong that is, well, on the animal body will take the color palette of the animal body for some reason. It just works like that.
Yup. So yeah, I know this is no glitches allowed, but you know, had to do a little bit of secret gaming there. Actually, yeah, largely the reason I went overestimate how I mentioned in 2021 was that I think I died like 3 times in that level, so it kind of was a huge bulk of the time loss. Cause yeah, usually if you mess up like anything there in that level, then you're probably gonna lose like more than half a minute. So
yeah, Red Outright is brutal.
But yeah, doing the level without Rambi is really slow, and then also yeah, if you die, then yeah, if you die past the midpoint, then you have to do the second half without Rambi, which is like the worst case scenario compared to just redoing the level again, even.
So we're now on the cleaver, aka the knife, as I like to call it. So another boss with just a little bit of RNG. Just depends on where the cannonball spawns. Can spawn very far back or close to the ledge. Ideally, you want to have the cannonball spawns close to the ledge, but we're now doing a trick called lava fly. You buffer the jump, glide all the way across, and while buffering a jump to make it on the ledge. Yep. Okay. Thank you for taking your time, Ryan. Thank you.
Yeah, you can cause a soft lock if you hit too early there.
Yeah, you have to make sure to let Cleaver do its attack animation for a little bit before actually hitting Cleaver with a cannonball. If not, the hooks won't spawn and you soft lock the boss fight.
Yep, flying
also,
Diddy,
a nice flying Diddy for the fans. You look see it.
Oh, also for I did see some of the chat. Yeah, it took me a long time to realize about the Diddy's Kong quest instead of Diddy Kong's quest. And also, thanks Happy by 3 as well.
So we're now moving on into World 3. This is where, well, kind of any percent in World Place are more or less similar with a couple of exceptions. So Barrel Bayou, we see Rambi. I will say I do not like Rambi at all. Heck Rambi.
Yeah, for exactly that reason right there.
Yep. Well, as I like to say, the 3-1 curse can be pretty real.
Yeah, at least I didn't die. There's like one specific pixel. If you jump there where I had the mistake, then you can go right in between both barrels and die. It's like the death pixel.
Yeah. Clubbers are annoying. And now going for Swampfly. The G?
Hey.
Yes, G. The most important thing. Nah, just kidding.
Yeah, apparently it's like slightly suboptimal to get the G rather than go under it, but it's like a couple frames or something.
So yeah, so what Ryan did earlier was actually tincture Kong into a narrow barrel that you're able to store a super jump, and then Ryan took damage on the cloak, and Ryan was actually able to make it across that swamp. Saves about 6 seconds. And the G is, I mean, yeah, you lose basically like barely a few frames to get the G, but it's actually a good visual cue to show you that you actually got Swampfly.
Yeah, if you want to be safe. Or want to know you're safe for sure.
Mm-hmm. But now we're on Glimmer's Galleon, arguably the most difficult level to optimize in the entire game.
Oh, I forgot to issue flashing lights warning here. I'm sorry. Yeah, because of turning around how the game flashes the screen too. But anyway, my bad, Mark. Also go ahead.
Oh, it's fine. That's no worries about it. But yeah, you want to cut the corners as closely as possible, as always, and underwater levels. Well, because the moment you bonk a corner, you lose all your momentum. You have to build again. Can be pretty frustrating. Can lose like tenths of a second to just even full seconds just because of poor movement.
Yep.
And it can be very noticeable too.
Yeah, compared to like top runners, like I think I on average lose like over 3 seconds, like on a near perfect looking level to me.
Also a nice Kong swap at the end to set up Diddy in front for this stage. Croc head clamber. In 90% this level is pretty broken since you can do when you're at the halfway point you can do a wrong warp. Oh. Well, that happens sometimes, taking damage on those flitters, but there's a decay barrel right there. But in Warpless, we're not allowed to do a wrong warp, so we're just gonna do the level normally. The intended route.
Yep. I love the second
Also,
half,
Ryan,
but it's scary. But sorry, what are you saying, Mark?
Are you playing at 1.0 or 1.1, by the way?
I'm on 1.1.
Okay. Because optimally, Warpless, well, speaking of, Warpless optimally is done on version 1.0 because of a trick called Castle Climb. But you can do Warpless on 1.0, no problem. There's quite a good amount of differences between 1.0 and 1.1.
Yep.
And one difference in from 1.0 to 1.1 is actually the crockhead hitboxes. You can actually fall more easily on 1.0 compared to 1.1.
Yeah, you can like clip right through their heads, like near the end of the level, like more often in 1.0. So
yeah, it can be pretty annoying. So you just gotta be mindful of it.
yeah.
But we're on this stage now, Rattle Battle. Infamous stage for its horrible hitboxes. Well, let's. This level has a good amount of jank.
Yeah, there's.
I'm.
I gotta revive the community meme again with the snake or guy. Or...
Oh, true. Yeah, that. We have some of the most egregious hitboxes in the game are found in this stage. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, so we'll have like a screenshot of like a couple frames away before like Ratley interacts with an enemy, and then the people have to bet like who's gonna win the interaction, like the snake or the guy. It's really funny.
It could be pretty frustrating.
Yeah, so I brought it back a couple years ago, but then yeah, I guess it's slowed down again. So.
But now Slime Climb. So we're actually going to be setting up a super jump by swapping our Kongs for the water and then taking damage on the beetle, and whee! We're going very fast and very high into the sky.
Yo, shout out to
Hello,
that
Raiders. Welcome.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Actually, my bad. Nah, y'all can hold it down for me. This level is scary if you make mistakes. My bad. I was trying to like gather some thoughts about that raid that just came in, but
All good.
yeah, I guess
No
if y'all want to
worries,
fill in what we're up to, then
Indeed, you are watching a Donkey Kong Country 2 Warpless run, and we currently have an incentive if we get to $1,750 by the end of the Sonic Riders run, which is the run after the next one. We will see a bonus showcase of a glitched Splash Canyon run, giving us a rare allowed glitch, and no glitches allowed, so Rebels, get your donations in.
that's actually such a good incentive. That's funny. Yeah, normally in Warpless,
I believe we also have another bid war coming up soon, although I'm not sure what it is yet.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
So unsure.
I think it's for Kirby.
Ooh. So not sure which game yet, eh?
Indeed.
I definitely love yeah, on that thought, I really love Kirby's Adventure and Kirby's Superstar a lot. They're kind of like lurking some speedruns of Superstar particularly, because there are some runners that still go live with it. But anyway, that's all I have for that game, by the way, for that series.
All good.
Alright, divine clip. Hell yeah, very nice. You love to see it.
Hey, we don't call that a glitch. I'm sorry. But yeah. Oh
So
yeah,
what
this
happened
level. Oh, go ahead, Mark.
I was just gonna explain what Vine Clip was real quick. So it's simply a big boy off the clampon, and you need to have the maximum height possible from your jump, and you need to hit a rather precise location on the vine, and you'll be able to clip through it. So it's about, what, 10 to 12 seconds, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, I heard 8 seconds. I don't know if that's true though.
But cool trick. But we're on now on this boss fight, and Kajo, most boring boss in the fight. There isn't much to talk about, really. So what Ryan is doing right now is actually doing something that we call the quick hits. So Ryan is just counting like Dixie's up and down movement or like oscillations, whatever you want to call that, and to be able to hit Cudgel basically as early as possible.
Yeah, it's so easy to screw it up too. So if you lose any of those TNT barrels, you have to repeat the cycle as well, and you can lose like, I don't know, upwards of like 12 seconds per one that you mess up. And on average, it saves about like 0.2. What, like, was it like a third of a second, like roughly?
In total, if you do every quick hit, saves around 2 seconds, but that's not something that I'm keen on learning myself, so I just don't go for it.
Yeah.
Because it's so boring.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, yeah, about like 0.3 seconds per, so yeah, about like, yeah, like 2 seconds throughout the whole fight. But then you lose so much if you like mess up one. It is risky.
But that was a good World 3.
Hey, thank you.
Moving on now to World 4, the Hornet Hole, which introduces the honey climbing mechanic, which I would say is arguably the hardest basic mechanic to master in the entire game. It's so easy to just get stuck on the honey walls.
Yeah, that was sloppy, but at least I didn't take damage, I guess. Went for the harder strat with the Diddy Hornet, but flubbed it like crazy.
Yep, time for Scrolly Scroll. Nice.
Hey.
Very good. So what Scrolly Scroll is you simply make a web onto one of the hooks, you dismount Squitter, and then you remount Squitter while being exactly at the height of the hook. And for some reason that messes up the camera starts pushing you very fast to the right, and you need to take damage to be able to cancel out the Scrolly Scroll effect. And also there's a downside of Scrolly Scroll. If you're not careful, you can actually get stuck in a wall, you're unable to get out. You're essentially soft locked, so you have to be very mindful of it.
Yeah, if you, what was it, like team throw too high, you can get stuck in like the wall above on one of those parts. And
if you mess up the beginning of the setup also, and you end up down, yeah, you can potentially get stuck into the wall.
Oh yeah.
Also,
good point. Yeah, like I've never had it happen to me yet, but I know what it looks like because I have seen it happen to people. So I'm like wary about it.
I've seen it a couple of times in races, and I've had that happen myself in the PB attempts. It's frustrating.
Well, yeah. Also, yeah, the 2022 tournament. It's like commentated so many matches. It happened like twice, I think, to people in that bracket.
Yeah.
At least from when I was watching. So, but yeah, there's not a huge amount to talk about for this level. Like, it's one of the like 4 auto scrollers in this game. But this one's kind of the least interactive one out of all of them too. Where to speed up a bit, we can try to jump onto these carts a little bit early, which can save some frames, and you can also try to jump over or bounce over those flitters, like those dragonfly enemies. And swag balloon is important because I'm just kidding.
I'm disappointed, Ryan.
I only do it for like marathons or like the run is dead on PB attempts.
Say no to swag, by the way. Say no to swag balloon.
Yeah, there's like the community split whether to get the swag balloon or to say no to swag. So it doesn't save time or anything, but just kind of risking taking a hit for no reason when you don't have to.
Yeah. But we're now on the Bramble Scramble, so we are controlling squads for a good portion of the stage, and there's a lot of enemies in our way, so we're just gonna make sure to balance our speed while killing a bunch of enemies in our path. You're going for signpost skip, Ryan? Oh well, never mind that then. That's unfortunate.
I actually was going to, even though I think it's suboptimal in this category. Oh, actually, well. Okay, so if you're doing like the 1.0 route, then it is faster to do it, but That's when you're like intending to have Dixie in front for that. For
Oh,
that
gotcha.
But I kind of wanted, I was kind of tempted to like show it off just for swag, but I got hit before I got the chance to show it off. And you need to purposely take damage to do the skip, so yeah, taking a hit early was bad.
Because you can, there's actually a way to despawn the squawk sign at the halfway point by making it go off screen at the top, and you're able to keep squawk for another portion of the stage, which is normally not possible.
Yeah, you get hit by the brambles up at the top so that it pans the camera up, and you use your invincibility frames while you're hit to keep the camera up so that you don't despawn squawks. But oh yeah, okay, two things I wanted to point out real quick. So at the end of Bramble Scramble there, if you're playing on the Japanese version, which I am, there's fewer enemies at that end part compared to the US version, so it is easier to navigate through that part with all the bees and the crows and stuff. And yeah, I guess the other thing oh yeah, so Fox, I think I heard you about to talk during the previous level, but was there anything that you wanted to say?
I was going to say that I love speedrun slang so much. I love how every community comes up with their own weird little language. But also, now that I've got you, our new bid war is open, and it's for Kirby Superstar Ultra. It's a bid war to determine the helper to hero. Chat can choose which helper Mr. Shasta will turn into the hero as we play them through the helper to hero mode of Kirby Superstar Ultra. If you want your favorite helper to have the spotlight, you can donate to make it happen. And the choices are the Biospark, which is the ninja, Bonkers, the hammer, Rocky the stone, Tack, the copy, or Waddle Doo with the beam.
Oh, shoot.
The bid war will close about 1 hour into the Kirby Superstar Ultra run, which is I can't do maths, but you can see it on the schedule. Exclamation point schedule.
Yeah, I forgot when it is on the schedule too. I definitely made note that I wanted to watch that run, so I gotta double check.
It's after the two Sonic games. It's about 10:30 for me, but Angus is in our personal time zones, so.
Okay. So...
Oh, you went for Under the World, as we call it, but you weren't in the good position. That's unfortunate. That's a brutal death.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
And I'm gonna do it again. Oh, it's been a long time.
You're gonna do it again? Okay.
It's been a long time since I've missed that too.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Muddle Marsh, another notorious, another well-known run killer in any categories of DQC2. But this is a very hard stage, but it is a very complete stage. You got everything: rolling, jumping, rolling into the swamp. In 80%, you would finish it off with a wrong warp. But in Warp Plus, once again, we're not allowed, so we're just gonna do the level as intended.
Yeah. So yeah, the wrong warp near the end, but all right, one more time. Oh, never mind. I thought I was going to die, but then I actually was fine on that roll, but I second guessed myself after I rolled through that enemy.
It's fine to bail out because, well, that Under the World saves about a second or something, but you essentially skip the halfway barrel, so that's a big risk that you take if you happen to die on the second half of the stage.
Yep. It
is cool though. It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So here, another moonwalk to move the camera backwards to manipulate the position of the. They are called the Cat o' Nine Tails, but I call them Sanics. The Sanics.
Yeah. people in my chat always point out that the thing that they look like a Sonic, which I think was intended by Rareware.
I think so, yeah. Yep, Stetter Big Boy here.
Infighting.
Sorry, I missed that.
Just some cute company infighting between Rare and Sony there.
Yep. Yeah, this level. Wait, did I get the mid barrel? I actually forget. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you got it. Don't worry, you got it.
Okay.
So you're going for the trick called Dead Jump. Okay.
Yep.
Good luck. I believe.
I think I jumped too early there, so didn't get a chance at it.
Fortunate.
That's
okay. Fine.
It's a kind of minor time save, and it's called death jump because you die if you miss. So.
Yeah, you save what? Not even a half a second if you get it properly. It's something like that.
Yeah. You can kind of like go under where I bounced off of all the bees on the top the first time. Then you can go under the level and use a Rambi double jump to scroll the camera far enough to despawn the pit so that you can continue to go down as normal.
But we're not on this boss, King Zing Sting. Worth pointing out that on version 1.0, this boss is actually much slower.
Yeah, so since I'm on 1.1, then he's faster than in the original version of the game. Which I'm used to that for because I mostly run any percent anyway. But if you are running on 1.0 for this category or what's the other?
102.
Yeah, 102%. Then you do have to like do the fight differently because of how awkwardly slow he moves.
Yeah, you have to adjust your movement accordingly if you switch between versions.
Yeah, and it's easy to actually make a mistake if you're like doing the wrong strat for the wrong version, and like take a hit by accident.
But now we're moving on into World 5, which I will say it's one of the best worlds to speedrun, but it's also one of the easiest to die in.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of bottomless pits.
A whole lot of jank as well, like the corners here when you like roll off them.
Oh, true.
They sometimes can like eat your roll speed or like stop your roll entirely or like eat a jump. Alright, for marathon safety, I'll grab that DK barrel. It's technically slightly suboptimal to get it there instead of in the next level. But I don't want to risk dying like right here with the
Alright, back ropes. Alright, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I normally like to do front ropes, but I don't know, I've died sometimes recently, so yeah, I just didn't want to go for it.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. A lot of people, even at like the top level, they're like, they'll like bail out on doing front rope sometimes. So yeah,
I mean,
grabbing
that's
it
perfectly
behind
fine.
Yeah, and it's
because also you can
slower,
easily
too.
clip to the ropes too, so which it's pretty annoying.
Yeah, if you have too much speed, then yeah, you can clip through the rope entirely and just die, which is really tragic when it happens in a run. Same in Crockhead too. You can also clip through some of those reeds that you grab onto.
Good lord! In Mudhole Mars, that can happen too as well.
Yeah, after the midway. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I had it happen so many times.
Yeah, after Under the World, I've lost like 2 runs that were like, well, on PB pace at that point of the run, and I clipped through it. I was like, what? So and yeah, from now on, I always purposely slow down there, just a tad to avoid clipping.
In any case, we are now on the Haunted Hall. This is an auto-scroller, but compared to other auto-scrollers in the DKC2, well, in this one, Ryan is actually doing some specific jumps at specific points. And this is not for swag. It actually saves a little bit of time. And if you do the jump that Ryan is doing optimal, you can save about 2 to 3 seconds overall.
Yep. Yeah.
And also keep in mind the ghost, aka Cackle, not a boss by the way. And also another thing we call the Haunted Hall a 2-packs library.
Sorry. Why?
I mean, Cackle is literally 2-pack.
It's got the bandana.
Fair, I suppose. That caught me off guard.
The community has called this level 2-packs library for like the longest time.
Yeah, way before my time, but I learned the lore a little bit.
We have memes at the DKC speedrun community that goes back all the way to early 2010s or something. So there's a lot of lore.
Yep.
Wonderful. I love that.
Yeah, I learned this game. Geez, like February 2021. So like, I'm definitely a youngin comparatively.
All right, good. That was a good gusty. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, my last run, I actually like royally messed up that level, so I'm glad that actually went pretty well. It was like,
But we're now on Parachute Panic. So this is the best level to show off in any runs of DKC2. Normally, you're supposed to take the purple parrots, they're called quacks, to slow down your descent. But Ryan has the level memorized, so you're just gonna fall. Ryan's just gonna fall down through the entire thing. It's all about muscle memory, just memorizing the stage layout.
yep.
And this is Dixie's best stage to shine, by far.
Yeah, because
But
we're not tasks, so yeah, the task does like Diddy through the whole level, pretty much.
that was excellent. that was basically as good as it could get. Very nice, Ryan.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, pretty happy with that one. It's like one very minor nitpick that I had, but it was like such a tiny time loss that like it's not worth mentioning.
Oh, ouch! Yeah, the quick death, unfortunately.
Yep.
It happens sometimes.
Or not the worst one to happen, but yeah, not sure what happened there. Like, I knew that my roll was gonna end there, so I tried to press it again to roll, but I didn't. So I just ran right into the red.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. Sometimes your roll just stops and you have no idea. Hey, I thought my roll was not gonna stop, but yep, it happens. But the webwoods are one of the hardest levels in the game. This is a very difficult level because you're over a lot of bottomless pits. And what Ryan is doing with Squatter is something called the instant platforms, where you press L and R at the same time. But you have to be careful because you cannot just spam instant platforms. There's a small cooldown period between the instant platforms, so you have to wait it out just a little bit to make sure you just try to keep going as fast as possible.
Yeah, otherwise nothing will happen and you'll just fall to your death. Alright, I'm gonna play this part safe though, and use one extra web platform there. So,
and there are a lot of damage boosting as well, as you can see, because while you're playing as animal buddies, notably Squitter, for example, whenever you take damage on an enemy, you have a small period where you're actually able to do another jump.
Yep. Okay, that second
that was very good.
Was really good.
You took it slow in a couple of places, but that's perfectly fine considering it's webwoods. It's very easy to start an infinite there.
Yeah, I just started like death spiraling a lot.
Oh, good lord. Yep. Oh, right spawn. Very nice. So we're now on Creepy Crow, aka Crow 2. So another instance of RNG. It depends the barrels to be able to hit crow spawns in 3 different spots, either left, middle, or right. Ideally, right or middle is ideal. Left, you don't want that. Oh, right spawn again. Very nice.
Yeah, getting left on that second cycle is the biggest time loss in the fight as well. But yeah, right is the best RNG there.
Right, middle. That's very good luck. Very nice.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Overall, that was despite the this little couple of mistakes. Overall, that was a pretty decent World 5.
Yep.
So you're going for the zip, Ryan?
Yeah, sir. Oh yeah, this is
right,
also
so
easier on 1.1 compared to 1.0.
True, it is a bit easier on 1.1. Yeah. So
it's not a
this is what we call art.
But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna take off my headset though to listen to the game audio.
Okay. So what Ryan is attempting right now is a trick called the Arctic Zip. So you can see right now Ryan is actually baiting the lockjaw all the way back to the Anchor transformation barrel that Ryan skipped. Will actually Kong swap the Kongs into the wall and taking damage while the Kongs, while swapping, is on the wall. They are stuck in the wall, and that will make the Kong, after taking damage, go very high up, and because the end level target is actually just over like the, how can I put this, like there's the ceiling. Just over it, the angle target is right there, so you actually, Ryan is actually able to hit the angle target from there after doing that zip.
Yep. Saves about
No glitches
15
allowed,
seconds.
by the way. You are watching No Glitches Allowed 2025.
Yeah, a little bit of game in there.
Yeah, but that was well done though. That was very nice, and also saves around 15 seconds when no debates there.
Yeah,
Because there's been
minimal cheater tech, I guess.
It's alright.
And
also
As we saw in the control run, the definition of ground is very loose in video games.
right.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
And yeah, and since it's a zip, it's not counted as a warp for the run. Because it moves you up at a fast speed, whereas warps move you to a new location instantaneously. So that's kind of the community's definition of like zips versus warps. So that's why it's still allowed in warpless.
Good windy well. That was very nice.
Yep. I was scared of the ghetto B skip that I did.
Yeah. Well, overall, that was very good.
Yep.
But now we're arguably the most broken level in the entire game, Castle Crush. In 90%, there's a wrong warp you can do at the beginning of the stage, and also in 1 or 2%, what you would do, well, one of the previous methods what you could do is actually do a goal summon to actually end the level, to be able to end the level a little bit early and re-enter it to be able to do the start select mechanic. But in Warpless, none of that is allowed, so we're just gonna do the level normally. And since Ryan is playing on version 1.1, well, you're gonna see the level basically in its entirety.
Yeah. In 1.0, there's
It's
a
about
big trick you can do to save about a minute on this level, but
it's stupid. It's stupidly difficult.
yeah, I haven't started learning it yet, because I haven't like grinded Warpless much, like as a whole. So I do want to learn
Because
it eventually.
Well, yeah, that trick called the castle climb, as we say it. It's actually only possible on version 1.0 because, well, it's a little bit convoluted and how exactly it works. But there's kind of a.
I don't know why I carried that barrel with me the whole time. That's. Oh my gosh, that's suboptimal. For like no
that's
reason.
fine. Oh,
It's for tech. It's fine.
Hey, second try.
Oh, you still got a 2-1 jump. Nice.
Yeah.
So what Ryan is doing here is actually trying to get a little bit farther ahead of the crusher that's slowly moving up, and we'll take an intentional death here after grabbing the halfway point.
Yeah, we use the dev exit now, like the.
Oh, you used the dev exit. Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
okay,
you can explain that because that's
like
a
that.
new thing that's been discovered.
Well,
it's faster than dying on purpose there.
How much is this is it faster just using the dev exit instead of the taking a death like a couple of seconds?
Yeah,
like 4 or 5.
Yeah, exactly. Just
okay.
About.
So just to quickly explain what dev exit is, this is something that was found a couple of months ago. There's actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's some sort of debug code that was left into the game, and you press a specific button input, and this essentially acts the same as the start select trick. Where whenever you complete a stage, well, you press start select to be able to get out of the level.
Yeah.
But the dev exit code actually allows you to do it from any stage, and the thing is that it doesn't complete a stage. Just returns you to the world map as it is.
Yeah. And yeah, so yeah, normally like start select, you can only do it if you've already completed that level without a wrong work. But yeah, with the dev exit, you don't have to have beaten the level. And yeah, the button combination. So it's like you pause, then you got to press left, then Y, or sorry, right then Y, left then A, up then B, and then down and then X. So it's like you start with right on the D-pad, but then you press the opposite face button, like on the SNES controller, and then you, yeah, for every direction that you press the opposite face button on the SNES controller.
And the dev exit code works on every versions of DKC2 as it's been tested out. I actually tested it myself, and it works on every version of DKC2. Sorry.
Yep. And yeah, the 2-1 lotto we were talking about right before the dev exit. So that trick I did called 2-1 jump, or team up super jump. So if you press jump, then 2 frames later press team up to cancel your jump. It gives you a slight airborne state, so you can So I'm gonna try right now. Okay, I got it. Cool. Oh, but too early. Never mind. Yeah. So, yeah, you cancel your jump 2 frames after with team up, and then when the team up animation completes, like the Kong getting on your shoulders, then you have a 2-frame window to press jump, and you'll get a higher jump height. And the reason that we called that one, the one that we called the lotto, the reason we call it the lotto is that so that 2-frame window when you jump, you get a little bit more height if you jump on the 2nd frame instead of the 1st frame, and you need to hit the 2nd frame of your jump to get enough height. So the 2-1 lotto particularly is a double frame perfect trick. And then yeah, I got it 2nd try, so that was cool.
Yeah, you still got it, so that's nice. But we're now on Clapper's Cavern. So yeah, the throw your girlfriend tech right there is to maximize the time that you have on this invincibility barrel, and you're just gonna roll through every single enemies throughout the end. Clappers, well, the main mechanic is you can clappers will freeze the water to be able to be able to traverse the stage, but it's a pretty straightforward stage. Other than that, it's a pretty fun stage.
Yep, pure platforming.
And it's a good stage. But now we're on the CLC Chain Link Chamber. And 80% you would do a wrong warp towards the beginning of the stage, but in warp place here, it's a very intensive rope climbing. Here you saw the Ryan grab the invincibility barrel right here, so you want to keep the invincibility as far as possible as you can, because there's a certain section where that B maze section right there, you don't want to do that without the invincibility. It's very annoying.
Yep. In version 1.0, there's also a zip you can do through the wall there, but if you swap Kongs, but yeah, since I'm on 1.1, I have to lose about 8 seconds not being able to do that zip.
Yeah, that one is actually done on 102%. Since 102% is run on 1.0 for a specific reason, which is a Fury Furnace, but you would do it in 102%.
Yep. Yeah, so...
But that was my gosh! Regardless.
My jump wasn't inputting. That scared me. I don't know how I dodged that that quickly, but...
Alright, so Toxic Tower, arguably the most technical stage of the game. Alright, you got the TDJ, very nice. So once again, you start level with Ratley, and you do a lot of many double jumps. Once again, as I explained, there are 3-frame window, actually a 3-frame window to get, and Riot did a variant of it, which is called the true double jump, to get even more height than just a normal double jump. So to be able to reach that specific barrel where there was DK coin.
Holy, an NA aim there, almost died. You can play this part safe though, a little.
Yeah, you lose about 2 seconds by taking the safe passage, but there's nothing wrong with taking the safe passage.
Yeah, so normally it would damage boost through the B, but on the non-secret passage route, just faster. But then yeah, you navigate the rest of the level with just one Kong, so you can kind of easily die to like one mistake.
Yep, up in 3,
As
All right,
glitchless as it can be.
That was good. That was still a pretty good toxic, regardless.
Hey, thank
Not
you.
bad.
Yeah, there actually
Hey
is
yo,
a
we saved Donkey. Game's over, right?
GG's.
Oh wait. No. Fortunately, run is not over yet. The fake
I have
out.
$1 for every
Classic
fake
fake out.
ending I had today. I would have $2.
So there was another one recently. Eh?
Yeah, Control has one too.
Nice. No, there's not the jump. Unfortunate, but that's fine.
Yeah, the jump is impossible.
It is difficult to do.
Yeah, the
Saves like half a second, but if you fail, you take damage or you lose everything. No race skip either.
yeah, that one loses more time than not going for the jump.
Yeah.
Failing that.
Well, race skip you can well, what a race skip is, you can actually go over Screech, and you just simply skip the race countdown. Saves about 1.5 to 2 seconds, depending on how well you do it.
Yep.
You got bearing skip though, very nice. Barely able to pass in between the red rotating bees.
Yep. Oh, also the hitboxes are kind of jank when going up those narrow shafts as well.
The hitboxes are very deceiving. It's very easy to take damage, and when you're not expecting it on those brambles.
Yeah, so you kind of want to be more in the middle.
It's ridiculous. There's been some screenshots on DDKC speedrun Discord that were shared that showed the actual hitboxes of the brambles, and some of them are completely ridiculous.
Yep. When I saw there was a whole subsection for hitboxes when I was learning this game, I'm like, uh-oh. That's how you know it's gonna be egregious. So yeah, so there's some spots where I'm like, kind of either taking corners really wide, or trying to be like as in the middle as possible in like narrow vertical shafts. Just because
near the end of the stage, it's much more noticeable, especially the last vertical shaft is well known to have terrible hitboxes on the brambles.
Yeah, mostly on the right side for that one. But yeah, K Rule though, so we've got like, from the start of this level, it's like over 3 minutes, and it's kind of not a lot to talk about in this level, honestly.
I mean, this boss is essentially a glorified cutscene.
Yep. Yeah, once you know how to do the fight, then it's decently well, it's easy to do. It's easy to do like safely, but then if you're trying to be optimal and do what we call dustless throws, where you try to throw the cannonball into his blunderbuss, like the frame that he starts trying to suck you in, then you won't see any dust particles if you're like frame perfect on the throw. But if you're early though, then you're losing time automatically. So.
Well, because the cannonball would simply bounce off and you lose a bunch of time. So.
And even worse if you lose like the whole cycle. Depending on which cycle you mess up, you can lose up to like 25 seconds. So. So yeah, just don't lose your cannonball.
Hey, Blue Diddy.
I know it's no glitches allowed.
Blue monkeys. Yay, we got the blue monkeys. All right.
I know it's no glitches allowed, but for the swag.
I think this one we can let slide.
Yeah, it actually loses time to do, but it's a minor amount.
Because what happens is that Kyo unfortunately would just wait a little bit. Oh, that was a nice throw. But what happens with the blue monkeys is that unfortunately Kyo just waits a little bit of extra time before progressing to the fight, unfortunately. And also worth mentioning that the blue smokes actually stops your con completely. The red smoke, they actually slow you down, and the purple smoke They reverse your controls, your left and right, and I believe also your up and down.
Yeah.
But also, time is coming up soon as the crim coin touches the ground.
Yep. And time.
And time.
Hey. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed that run. I actually don't have a timer, so I don't know what time I got, but I'm gonna assume it was like a 58 or something.
No, 53 something. It's really good.
53?
53,
I'm
23.
seeing 53-21.
Holy. Alright, so I think that I overestimated how much those deaths lost, maybe. Oh, I think also, yeah, I did save a lot of time over my PB and Castle Crush because I did the 2-1 lotto. Because the speedrun wiki was outdated for that level, and I thought that the older strat was faster than what I was doing, and I did the wrong strat in my PB, so I was a little salty about that. So I updated the wiki like 2 days ago because of that. So,
But nice run, Ryan. GG.
hey,
Indeed.
for sure, for sure. So, yeah, thanks for commentating, Mark, and then also Foxbird for holding it down.
Of course.
Thank you.
And
Not a problem,
Well,
Ryan.
with that, I will soon hand you off to the next host because I am hungry and it's dinner time for me.
all right,
If I may, just before, if I may do a couple of shoutouts,
yeah,
Of course.
real quick. All right, so thanks again for letting me commentate, Ryan. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the run performed by my man Ryan Ford. Also, thank you for everyone behind the No Which Is Allowed marathon. Thank you for organizers, everyone, the staff. Thank you very much. Also, if you would like to learn to speedrun any of the DKC games, come check out our speedrun wiki, dkcspeedruns.com, or also come join our Discord, DKC Speedruns here. And you want to meme, talk about runs, post data phase. So,
oh,
yeah.
my bad, I'm just
Also,
typing.
keep on donating. I'm sorry, Ryan?
Oh, I was just typing in my phone, don't mind me. 'Cause, but I actually have another marathon run, like, right now, I think, so.
All right, gotcha. But keep donating. This is for a good cause. And once again, thank you for having us. Always appreciated.
Yes, thank you for running. It was lovely.
Hey, no problem. So, yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, if you also want to shoot me a follow, I'm at Ryan_Ford522. On pretty much all my socials. So, yeah, Twitch.
And
yeah, I stream a variety of games. So, lately been grinding Mario 64 as a noob at that game. So,
nice.
it's been
That
fun.
is a fun speed run as well.
But
Yeah.
also, just one last thing, I want to also say a good luck to the following runners on their runs. Good luck and have fun. And as always, when we end the DKC run, there's one thing left to say, and that's rolling out.
Hey, rolling out.
All right, chat. With that said, I am signing off. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And your next host will be Steve TV Online. So look forward to that. And I will see you probably in the chat later. All right, bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. I am Steve TV Online. If you watched the stream yesterday, you would have seen me in 2 different runs. But today I am going to be your host for the next 3 runs. Our next run that is coming up, we are going to be having Ambassador with Kalinoa, Door to the Phantom Isle. Any percent, no skips. And then we are going to have Hudson Argic doing a race with Adventure any percent. And then we have Ice 72 with Sonic Riders, all stories, no ultra, and they're using the keyboard. And we have an incentive coming up with a new with a Kirby Superstar Ultra Helper Hero Bid War. You can choose between the Biospark, Bonkers, Rocky, Tack, Waddle Doo, and just $1 can get any one of those.